Is there any information on
You need a bone to chew on? Sorry, that's my favorite line. I got a bone for you to chew on, baby.
Are there any is there like a list of recent talents or up and coming talents that the company has hired?
Not from here. I mean, you might be able to find something at the company or whatever, but chances of them releasing it are about the same as you slapping
No,
out.
I mean, like, maybe there's like new up and coming star of XYZ in theater soon. Or
if there is, they haven't really taken to advertising yet.
Okay, fine.
That song is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody give me a luck roll at half. I just need success. It's a success fail if you get it half.
How do we do? Is that at 0.5 or something?
Just normal.
You could do that or just mash the button and see if it reads that it does a half for luck.
There's no check if we just
do
it at normal, right?
Keep forgetting luck is now a skill.
Okay.
Yeah, where the hell is that luck would be at?
Top right.
Got it at -30.
Yeah, that's half.
Is that like in basics info?
No, it's core skill.
Oh, no, I can't find it.
It's just right under. It's right at the under your core skill tab on your.
Gotcha. Okay, I see it.
Skills.
Keep track of those. Luck comes up.
Wow! I'm almost as lucky as.
It says multiplier 1, or just leave it at that, or?
Yeah, just
submit it. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. While doing your research, because it was a major news item, you guys stumbled across something of interest. And
oh yeah, I completely forgot. We should have done a search on Little Fresh. She might have got big enough to be.
Yeah, we can do that now.
Believe me, before you do that, you might want to check out what I'm getting ready to show you because
I've got a red card.
Oh.
It's actually not too bad. It's numbers to letters.
Oh.
So 2 of my cards go bye-bye.
Yeah, but you get 2 back.
Yeah, that's all right.
But they should only be for like skill bonus cards, really.
Yeah.
Let me find the right thing here.
Probably not worth spending a nope on just in case we can get something worse.
Nah, that's fine. Ooh, voodoo law plus 20. That'll come in handy.
You don't have voodoo. Voodoo that you do.
John, we got a red. Discard any like plus percentage to skill cards and draw that many again.
Yeah, so you got +5, +10. Which is great cover for Morgan as he's looking, going, right?
But yeah, we'll search for John Scrivener.
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
What do you need now?
Did you discard? Look at the top card in the discard pile. You need to do that.
Okay. Discard all cards.
No.
Everyone must immediately discard all cards that add a plus to a skill. Okay.
I am missing a handout.
Oh no.
No.
You suck.
No, I'm just gonna drop it in and make it work.
Yeah.
Do we gain more cards too? We add the cards to the deck?
Yeah, whatever you discard, just add that back on.
Okay. There was some sort of major news item in Vegas the day that Angelique, a.k.a. Lil Fresh, disappeared that I will unveil for you.
What, 6 months ago or 2 weeks ago?
No, 2 weeks ago when she disappeared. Well, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Disappeared.
No, it's the date of disappearance 2 weeks ago. You should be able to see. You may have to go to the right and down a little bit.
I have a training time card.
I'll play it.
Yeah, I'd play that shit right the hell away. Hold on. Let me flip you back to the discard pile, and then I'll flip you back here. Go ahead and discard your training time card real quick.
All right.
And then put a check in something. I'll flip you back to the handouts page. You good? Okay.
Yes.
There we go. All right. There's the. There's also stuff for me to read, but first I'll let you take a look at the pictures.
Ah, bollocks.
This is what you find. Transcript of TV news report on Las Vegas bus terminal entitled Bathroom Incident on the morning of Angelique's disappearance. Fire and hazmat teams were dispatched to the main bus terminal, Las Vegas, early this morning after a report of a toxic chemical spill in the ladies' bathroom in the public area of the terminal. Metro PD subsequently cordoned off the area around the bathroom, which will remain closed likely for several days, possibly weeks. A spokesman for the fire department said that the spill was contained to the bathroom and there appeared to be one fatality. No further comment was offered by law enforcement officials. The accompanying video shows a swarm of people in hazmat suits who have erected a pressure tent perimeter at the entrance of the restroom alcove in the bus terminal. After a cut, a cooler-like sealed box bearing biohazard markings can be seen being removed from the pressure tent, loaded into an ambulance. Las Vegas CSI technicians appear on scene to be taking photographs, and this footage was all taken from a goodly distance with a zoom lens. So that may be of some interest.
We need to check if he was on that bus. Or scheduled to be on that bus.
I'm guessing that is that the same terminal she booked a ticket from? Yeah.
Yes.
But the one she never got on? The one she never got on.
Yeah, well, we don't know that. That's why we want to... We're guessing that she never got on it, but that's why I wanted to look at the
Well, we
camera.
were told she didn't get on it. I'm pretty sure.
But I would have liked to see it myself to see.
Yeah. Well, evidence seems to be pointing to Vegas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Let's go Vegas.
Is there anything else you want to research while you're here?
Wasn't there? That was the thing you mentioned like 2 minutes ago. I completely forgot what it was, Matt. That you wanted to check. What was it?
I wanted to check. I don't know. I've forgotten. That was great.
Yeah, we were both like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Can I use my trick? I'm sorry.
No, go.
I was going to see if I can use my check in training for either painting or shadow lore.
Well, I know you can for painting, but what's the card say specifically?
I put it in the discard pile.
It's any non-spell or amber ability.
So maybe how about
either one then.
Like a normal skill, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Or how about bargain? Since I'm bargain man.
Well, I would dump it into painting, as you'd said before, if you're wanting to. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And it's a normal skill. We have painters in real life, so you're okay there.
Okay.
And then I just have to roll at the end to see if I should, because it's slow.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
It was the Little Fresh. Does she have a fan page? Anything?
No. She was too new and too raw to have a fan page.
She has no website or
no
MySpace.
She is not nearly nerdy enough to have a BBS page. Although Captain Janeway does. Oh, Captain Janeway, you dirty bitch.
All right, well, yeah, do we want to go to Vegas?
Just trying to think if
Vegas,
there's anything we're missing before we go.
Just gotta stretch.
Gotta stretch.
Someone's got to do it.
Oh yeah. You can do it for all of us.
That stretch is brought to you by Secret, a women's perspiration.
Nice.
Try it on in the morning time. Smell fresh for the rest of the day. Now back to our normal program.
Right. I'm sure. Just want to make sure we cover everything before we leave here and not have something here that we need to go back to. But we've got her birth certificate. We've got a picture of her. So on that article that we just received, they haven't received the name of the one fatality.
No, it hasn't been released in 2 weeks. But on the other hand, they did take out the fatality in a small cooler box, like what you'd put, say, a 6-pack of beer into. So there may not be a lot for them to work with.
Just goop.
Goo!
Goo!
Maybe they have video of the person who went to the bathroom and people who came out. We could determine who it was.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do when we get to Vegas. But I've got just a feeling that we're missing something here before we go.
I'll give Matt a card for his feeling, which could be correct. And then again, I could be winding him up.
It must be the Mexican.
Must be.
This, as long as it wasn't beans, I'd feel bad for Logan.
Oh man.
So let's go over what else could we possibly need to try and track down this girl or any other information.
What if she had to live somewhere? Any hotels maybe we can check out?
Did she have an account, Logan, separate to her dad? A bank account? A bank account.
Oh God, no.
So they had she stole his credit card.
Yeah.
Which he never cancelled.
No, he didn't.
When was the last kind of payment on the card?
I think that was the train ticket.
The train, okay.
Yeah. Prior to
2 weeks. 2 weeks she hasn't.
So she went there. She went there for 6 months and lived off his credit card that whole time.
Well, I think if she's with Todd Christopher, I think they're staying at the Babel Towers. It's a hotel and casino, so they very well might just have a room there and stay there for nothing.
Yeah, if she's with him.
But still, how does the paper trail go, Logan? I want to know.
Yeah, essentially the paper trail kind of begins and ends here in Ohio. She went around to ATMs and said, "Give me all the fucking money you can." And when that ran out, because it wasn't a very high value credit card, then at that point, off she went.
But she still booked the train ticket she wanted to come back on the credit card.
No, she paid for that in cash, but under the name of L Fresh.
Yeah. Okay, so finances, there's not much to go on.
No. That's why you always want to get your kids' credit cards so the cops can trace their movements because they're dumb.
So finance is dead end. School is a dead end.
Yep.
I'm not sure if we've.
There could be more out there, like on that bulletin boards and stuff. Freddie seems to know his way around it, but you need to narrow down the topic that might be able to be found.
What bulletin boards are these?
Like the internet's worth. It's like saying there might be more shit on the internet, but bulletin boards are the internet right now.
Oh, right. Okay. I see.
You just have to narrow down what you're after.
And has there been any mention of someone matching her description, partying with Todd Christopher or his manager or anything like that?
Not that you've found.
Well, how about Todd Christopher himself? Like I said, I want to know. You know, it does mention that he went dark for 40 years, but a guy who's that big doesn't just disappear. There'll be people following him around going, "Look at him now. He's not. You know, he's dropped from fame." I mean, what did he do for those 40 years when he wasn't?
Sure. Everybody this is what you, before you got distracted with the Axis book, this is what you were working on. Everybody give me library research rolls at a quarter or -60, which are, well, actually just mash the button. I'll tell you if you get it. Mashing. Because you've already all researched this. And actually, Freddie hasn't. Freddie's only at half because he hasn't done it already.
Okay.
Come on, Freddie.
Yeah, only at half. Nothing from the other two. It's all up to Freddie.
Damn it, button.
Freddie's getting the ball. He's going for it. He's dribbling up toward the
he shoots.
Goal.
Skyhook, Freddie, Skyhook.
He's better at basketball stuff than I am.
No.
It bounces off the rim.
Damn.
If only
Airball.
So there's no telling.
Damn.
Maybe if you find some new way of researching or something.
What about using the fan page? I mean, fans are creepy stalker people.
Sure, that's enough to give everybody except Freddie, who's already made his. If either of you want to try risking the weird SleeStack computer with the fucked up internet and stuff, Freddie doesn't need to roll for that. Freddie just needs to make a new research at half if he wants in on that. You two would have to make a computer use. Yeah, okay.
You want some help with
Tom
that?
would have to make a computer research. Kinley's not even going to fuck with the computer. He'd use a basketball before he'd try typing anything on it.
I make computer use.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me a new research roll at half there, Tom. Hey, Freddie shoots.
Go,
he
Freddie.
scores. He gets to see a new handout.
Library research.
Yay, we like handouts.
I like handouts. Fail.
All right. Tom navigating around looking at shit. Freddie, you find that handout. It's the one underneath the picture of Angelique's strange friend. Does anybody want to read what's in the text next to the book?
Let me just zoom in.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll give you more stuff also.
So the book is called Love in My Tummy. Fucking what weird text is that? Teen idol scandals of the 1960s and 1970s. Weird. Love in my tummy. Even today, I still have a pair of his 501s jeans, I guess. Sorry, in the back of my wardrobe. One guy I never got to first base with was Todd Christopher. He dropped out of the music scene and went off the grid for years. A couple people thought that he might have gotten drafted to NAM or something, given how many people he did, or of every shape, size, gender, and variety. I never understood why I couldn't go there. But Todd had always been the poster child of the studio's smooth over. I even heard a rumor that he was at the Bountiful Harvest Festival in '76 and managed to get out. Todd must be made of Teflon. Who the fuck writes this? Right. What's the Bountiful Harvest of '76? I'm guessing there was a mass murder or something there.
Probably something along those lines where it's like, let's all drink the Kool-Aid is my guess.
Well, yeah, let's find out.
Yeah, I think it possibly was. Let me look.
What? It's really
This
weird
Todd
written.
Christopher reminds
I'm
me
thinking Love in My Tummy might think she was pregnant or something.
a lot of you.
Give me a research roll for Bountiful Harvest Love Group at full.
All of us or just Alex?
Well, I'm assuming he tells you shit instead of going, these are my notes. You get your own notes.
Love in My Tummy is mine.
Can you imagine reading the whole book that was that badly written?
Tell you what, though, she's not bad looking.
Squanchy.
Fails again.
All right. Did anybody succeed?
Yeah, both of us.
Cool. I can't see it because I'm looking at something else. This happened approximately, let's see, in 76, but so that would make it, I don't know, 30 something years ago. There was a fire explosion that leveled an artist's commune in San Francisco belonging to the Bountiful Harvest Love Group, which included several Icelandic expatriates. Numerous newspaper articles reference purplish flames and smoke, as well as weeks-long cleanup efforts by federal officials from the EPA and Nuclear Regulatory Commission. The public is assured that, quote, the radiation from whatever the group was storing in the building has been contained. All known members of the group, including several rumored occultists, are believed to have been killed in the explosion. No criminal charges ensued for some fucking reason. And, yeah.
Sounds familiar.
There's our
by the way, with your library research, the lady who wrote that Love in My Tummy group vanished without a trace 3 years after Big Boom happened.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
So maybe she's squanching somewhere else now.
Well, will we be able to go to the police and get some records as to maybe? I'm sure they interviewed people.
I mean, remember we were told not to go to the police?
Yeah, but on crazy shit, right?
This isn't crazy to you? I don't know. I mean, if you want to risk it.
It's a missing persons case. I mean, until you get to the weird green. The thing is, to me, the problem is here is it's obviously been covered up, and like you said, they get a bit weird when they come to covering up weird alien shit. So we might be the next disappearing if we went to them with something like this.
How about the reporters from the news?
I suppose if they did a news case on it, it might be worth.
This is like 30 some years ago.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, does it look similar to what happened recently?
Give me an evidence analysis roll for me to just tell you some shit.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to play the card that Matt gave me and just...
Oh, cool.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking. Okay, with that, I will go even a step further. You're thinking that the only news you found on because there was something about like nukes and shit at the old Bountiful Harvest thing. You're thinking there's a biohazard container being taken out and a bunch of people and fucking the big spacesuits and shit. But the only source you've got on what happened at the bus station is an official source. That's the only source that you've bothered to pull up there. This is what the news shows. You haven't pulled up anything else.
All right, well, let's see what's on the bulletin boards.
Yeah.
What people are saying.
All right. Freddie, give me a research roll as you skate around the bulletin boards.
We're researching.
You totally are. Oh, yeah. Time's going by and shit. It's not.
Fine quartet.
Freddie.
Nice.
You should be able to see the new guy I've unveiled. Imagine a Sleestack version of him. That'll get you in the right frame of mind.
Oh my God, this guy again?
It's totally that guy again.
He's everywhere. He's in Hong Kong. He's fucking... All right.
According to conspiracy theorists, many are speculating that somebody set off a dirty microbomb in the bathroom and that the CIA and other alphabet soup agencies are hiding the truth from the public.
Just like crack.
Other theories include alien disintegration rays, spontaneous combustion, pits being opened to a wicked city as punishment from Shai Hulud. There's also a clip that Freddie was able to find with his by a quarter research that may be somewhat invigorating. Let me.
Just so quickly, just at least that version of that guy up there. What's he meant to represent? Is he the guy who's reporting this information, or
one of them?
Right.
For the people watching, it's the aliens meme guy.
Aliens.
Yeah. Now, in the upper right, I will describe what is going on in this clip. This one looks like it was definitely made sneaky. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this clip, the video. By the way, I'm not sure how they did video stuff in the 80s. I'm guessing you're watching it in ASCII or some shit. Anyway, the video clip runs about 3 minutes long, obviously taken from a concealed camera. The picture cuts in and out as does the sound. As somebody was obviously taking the camera in and out of concealment. The clip begins in the ticket lobby of the Central Bus Terminal in Las Vegas. The camera moves bouncily toward a restroom alcove, which has a pressurized tent. Several uniformed officers are holding back the crowd of gawkers. The filmer is wearing a hazmat suit, so there's an inside man, apparently. Although it doesn't show his fucking face. You get to see, like, close-ups of the side of the suit and stuff. After the video shooter displays some credentials that you see the back of, which is not useful, they're led into the pressure tent. Camera's muffled for a bit and brought out into light to reveal an awful sight. The scene appears to be of a bathroom stall shot from the door. While parts of it are still recognizable as such, other parts are burned, melted, and in places disintegrated. The bottom half of a bare, burned, and crumbling partial human skeleton, seated as though the toilet had been in use. Parts of it are still on the toilet seat. Parts of it have fallen to the floor. Something appears to be wrong with the camera. Everything inside of the stall looks purple and the picture looks blurry. It kind of looks like purple flames or something, and now it's kind of like in a purple haze in the air. The clip ends abruptly amid the sound of muffled retching. Everybody give me a sanity roll. It's 0 if you make it. And if you, after that, then I'll get another kind of roll out of you.
I'm fine with this.
Me and Alex are just like, oh, purple flame. Fine.
Purple haze. Go.
Critical.
Everybody goes, neat. What's for lunch? And everybody give me photography rolls.
I like photography.
We like photography.
Yeah.
Snap, click, click, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Say no more. Say no more. Oh, photography has been changed.
Success.
That's another one that's been changed then.
Has it?
No, it's always been like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Why did I have it as a writing skill then?
it's always been in the thing.
Oh, maybe I never. No, maybe I haven't actually. Oh, I must have it at learn. God damn.
It's at 40. Can't have that.
Right.
Sanity isn't something you get checks in, do you?
No.
I kind of figured that. I wasn't sure though.
You're correct.
So.
Excellent. Alex doesn't know about demon boxes.
Meh.
The other two are thinking that.
That's why I never had it.
Yeah. The other two are thinking that not enough light was reaching the image sensor and stuff. So that helps with the blurriness. Oh, yeah. Good point there. Photography should be at a 40.
Yeah, it was. I did, didn't I? Oh.
You rolled against the 20. I'm not. Oh, maybe you adjusted. I don't know.
I put the value in. Weird.
Well,
Let's try again. Oh, there you go.
I know.
Okay. Right. So anyway, that's what you guys pick up with that. But
Okay.
you all do think this is a real, actual video. You don't think it was altered in any way.
Not edited. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So what's
didn't have some sort of bag with the camera, but that's
what's the conspiracy theory behind this?
aliens.
What aliens? All right.
Oh yeah, it's always aliens. You know that.
Can we roll occult bullshit?
Yes. I'm gonna need something really fucking special for this though.
What? Just a cult?
Occult, but make it sexy. Make it low.
Mine's always sexy.
Oh.
Nope, failed.
Well,
Quarter?
yeah. Alex Kinley is correct. His is always sexy. Right. Kinley goes, I think I remember something about purple fire or purple flame or purple smoke through the ages. Maybe there's more information on this historically. I remember when I was doing occult classes, chose Alex Kinley in Hogwarts, and it shows the guy coming up going, Mr. Kinley, what is needed for this potion? And he's like, I don't know, I'm drunk again. He's like, Mr. Kinley, how will you defeat Voldemort if you keep drinking everything? And Alex is like,
Too true.
So, yes, he's
So
thinking that there may be some valuable historical stuff, like through the ages, using purple flame or purple smoke that he has heard of but cannot remember. Perhaps books may be the answer because the computer certainly is not.
Well, I was going to say the young guy had certainly quite a few books on weird occult stuff. He might be able to help us before we leave.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could research at his library for certain. I mean, hopefully not read. Well, you could read all of his Cthulhu books, I suppose. But
or we can get one of his poor interns to do it.
Oh God!
No, I can't do it.
Every PI has an assistant.
Question, Logan.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie we just watched, as he's in the bathroom, is there any part where the camera hits, say, one of the big mirrors on the wall, and we get a reflection of the guy?
No, he doesn't go in that far, and was careful not to look at any mirrors and stuff to give away his or her or its. You're not really sure anymore. Face, or countenance, or whatever passes for one in this brief show.
So, but he still had a hazmat suit on. So either he's an inside guy working for the bloggers, or he stole the hazmat suit.
Correct. But they did have credentials. So if they got the hazmat suit, they also stole credentials.
How did you know we had the credentials? Because we saw it flash up.
From the back, you got to see, or at least they showed a wallet, and whatever was in the wallet appeared to impress the people at the door enough to let them in.
Okay.
But yeah, with your super sexy occult roll, you're thinking purple fire or purple stain researching.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's why do you want to do that?
Well, just do it. Let's do it now here. Well, if it's quite a common rumor or knowledge, I don't think we have to go and bother Mr. Young.
It's not super common at all, but
no. If it's sexy. Yeah.
Everybody, give me library research rolls at half. Each half you get some new thing. Now, here's a big question before I start giving out stuff.
Nothing. You give out nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's easy. You're thinking a different library may be more useful.
Yeah, let's check out the other one.
This library sucks.
Back at the agency. You said they have a library in the agency?
I said that they had some books at the agency. They may have a library at the agency.
Books that will make you go mad or normal?
Yes, you may lose a bunch of sandy while you're there, but
I'd rather not.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Maybe a different library then.
Okay, again, what about using a different source? How about we try and get on the boards and see if there's any people blogging?
Unfortunately, the boards are no good for anything that's prior to the boards at this time. Yeah. Even today, finding stuff that's pre-internet is much harder than because somebody has to go and purposefully put that in.
Yeah, but loads of people do that. People love putting up historical things on the
Not
internet.
in the 1980s, wasn't that big.
Yeah, 1980s is more about arguing about shit and going,
Yeah.
isn't this cool? We are part of the elite. Let us discuss elite things. Captain J.
Although there is a college nearby. There might be some history students or something, or a library there.
College, yes. Well,
Nice.
they probably have a library you can use if nothing else.
A collage.
Let's go have a look at that then.
Got two.
Can we go back to the go back to the other page so I can throw a card away?
Yeah, I need to throw it away as well.
All I need is you guys to pick one person to make a fast talk roll to get all of you into the library, since you're obviously not students.
Yeah, I am.
Even back.
I got a pretty good fast talk thing.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
So.
Probably.
Well, only one of you gets to try it, and if they fail, then the next guy gets to try it half, and then the last guy gets to try it a quarter. So choose
I
wisely.
can do it at slightly better than a living.
I can do it nearly as a professional.
Yeah, I'm up there too.
Well, one of you do it then, not me. I don't know. You decide.
Bargain man. What do you think?
Go for it.
All right. Oh!
Shows you guys getting thrown out of the library. Now, Kinley, would you like to try for your half?
Yes.
Bargain man's like, we need books on my body.
Let me in. I'm Alex Kinley. You don't know me?
All right, well, let me try mine at a quarter then.
Yes.
Maybe
Otherwise,
I'll
it'll be off to somewhere else.
Dude, we suck.
No.
They erect.
Can I expend a hero point?
What?
If you want. It's not that critical.
Okay, whatever. All right, fair enough.
So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you.
It could be that critical. You just don't know. But there could be a different library you could go find.
What if we just flash our investigative badges and be like, we need research, let us in?
Oh, Tommy tried that at first, and then Alex Kinley claimed to be Alex Kinley, and they didn't believe him, and he fumbled, and they threw you guys out, and then you were like, please, and they said, no,
fumble.
No. Well, at half, yes, that'd be a fumble.
Half. Yeah.
What if we ask some students, history students, if they knew anything?
How much longer do you have?
If they've read anything about this?
It's almost 12.
2 more hours?
Yeah, you could try that. Give me a research roll to find students interested in the shit you're trying to research.
Okay.
Is that everybody? Or just
Freddie's found some. No problem. Yes, they will go and research for you for money. How much money would you like to offer them? Are they going to go in and go to sleep in the library and come out later and tell you they didn't find anything, or are they seriously looking?
What's I don't know what a good amount is.
No, they tell you more is a better amount. For college students, hell yeah.
$100.
It's got to be a good amount.
For how much stuff?
These are students, man. They are poor as hell.
Oh yeah, that's
$100 to them is like, oh, I can eat like a king.
We could all chip in.
So like 100 per reference we pull out, or what?
No, 100 for all the information we want.
We don't know how much there is.
Can I bargain with them? Can I get a bargain roll?
How much are you trying to make it? And you got to tell me before you make it.
Just for what Alex just said.
It's a very specific subject here. I can't see there being a hell of a lot on it.
There could be. We don't know.
Well, why don't you go and research it? And the more you bring back, the more we'll pay you.
Well, how much per?
Well, how about this? You tell us how much you find, and we'll pay you depending on how much you find.
They just look at you. Sure. You think he's anti-bargain man. They go in the library.
Yeah, they're not coming back out. Let's go somewhere else.
I mean, they might come back up.
I'll let you know when they do.
Yeah, I'm not waiting. I can tell the
All
sarcasm
right, well.
in Logan's voice.
They could be having a rough time, or it could be
Okay,
taking a long
how
time.
about we go and find a professor, a history professor?
Got two? You guys are talking to a history professor between some of his classes.
No, we've got to get Logan to roll again.
He says, "Oh, yes, I teach history and the occult as it pertains to the history of."
Excellent. We're wondering if you would know anything about an obscure reference to purple flame or purple smoke.
Well, let's see if I can roll super low, as that's really hard.
Let's hope. Yes!
Oh my god!
I love this professor. What's his name?
Professor Dowager.
Dowager. Nice.
All right. He says, "Oh, let me see what I can pull up here." He gets some books and he says, let's see. Yeah, we'll just do it random. Do any of you speak Icelandic?
I could try.
Roll.
We could all try. No.
He doesn't. I believe this book may be of help.
What's
That's
that, like
weird.
Speak Icelandic.
That's the second Icelandic reference we've had today.
What's it, like a linguistic thing?
Yeah. Well, language Icelandic.
Because so the big explosion in the 30 years ago, they had Icelandic people there as well.
Mm.
Let me try it. Okay.
Learn. Where is learn?
Mm-hmm.
Learn. Fumble.
Ah, yes. He goes, hurdy.
What we've got here is a sexual cookbook.
The professor goes, I see. Does anybody speak Latin? I believe this book.
Yes.
Latin.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
Yes. Give me rolls.
Yay.
Ooh.
Latin.
Here's what you got out of that. And and as far as the professor's expertise, meanwhile, it shows the college students coming out of the library loaded down with books, looking around, going, those bastards. And as far as the Professor Dowager, here's what he has for you.
Oh, so much writing.
It's that blurry shit.
Text everywhere.
Let's see.
The London Gazette, published by authority from September 3rd to September 10th, 1666. The ordinary course. Oh, it's even bloody in Old English as well. Some of it is. You bitch.
Unfortunately, Old English is not one of my specialities.
For the issue of so great an accident, to give a short but true comp of it. A comp of it? Oh, so bad. On a second instance, at one of the clocks in the morning. Oh! At 1 of the clock in the morning. Is that how they used to say? Oh no! It literally spends 2 paragraphs to say a fire started. Pudding Lane. Oh, for fuck's sake! History.
Is this speed reading skill Then we can just get like a TLDR version.
Yeah.
Or is that another thing?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because Logan himself probably hasn't bothered to read it.
Good
Knowing
time.
him, he wrote this.
Hold
Just
on.
not with-
Hold on. Well, of course, it's the Fire of London, right? 1666.
And
The
that's
Great-
a card for Matt for knowing the history of the country he happened to be born in.
So this is referring to the Great Fire of London.
And with new twists.
Purple Flame. I don't know. I haven't read that yet. I'm just guessing at it.
The second report's a lot better written.
Well, in the old days, it was the stupid times, and people had a harder time writing things, apparently.
Yeah, it's like 10 paragraphs of the town burnt down. People
Yeah.
were sad.
Yeah, just
Well, there's more mention of this tribal African group. Quite a few references to that.
He, of course, also has one more reference after you're done with those articles. I will,
Oh, of course there is.
of course, because I am a horrible person, I know.
Also, is it... So in the second, the police raid ceremony document, one person died, just like was reported in the recent case with the bus. One person dying. Don't know if that's a coincidence or a trend.
well, the way it seems to me is that this is probably coming internally, where
Maybe someone blows up.
the person themselves is blowing up, and if they're on their own in, say, like a cubicle, then it might not do like damage to other people. But obviously, in the one 30 years ago, they had a big group, summoned, then it killed everyone pretty much. Apart from our friend, the singer.
Can I do some research on... Well, I'll wait for the second.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait for Matt to get done weeding through his ye olde Englishy shitty.
Yeah, this is hard going because I'm just really kind of trying to pay attention to make sure there's any bits of information in there, but I don't think there's. Like
Yeah,
Freddie said,
really,
it's just,
the police one is kind of the most interesting
Remember,
thing.
local reporter, police from across.
Yeah, get some drink while you guys read through.
Keepers of the Primal Song. We've got one guy who's very good at singing, so he might be connected with.
There's also, if you remember in the article for Over the Edge, there is a dance troupe that has singing as well with African kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a connection.
Yeah.
Could be.
And Todd participates as well in this. Yeah, Todd's actually... Yeah, in the article it says Todd participates, often singing the lead part.
Yeah.
And if they're in dances, shows and stuff like that, they could easily grab a costume of, well, I'm not saying it's a costume, that hazmat suit, but
I don't know if that really fits into the kind of stuff they would have on set, but it's definitely a different lead to follow. But yeah, that's interesting. So a lot of purpley fire, purpley smoke. Mention of these African cults. A historian with dubious qualifications and a pennant for exaggeration. Publishes Quintus.
What we need to maybe investigate is find out where Todd was on the day of the fire. See if he was involved in...
What, the one 30 years ago?
No, the one
At the
recently.
bus station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
there a
and
date?
even the one.
If we are if it indeed is our young girl, which it might be, then yeah, he might have been there to stop her and decided to do it in this fashion.
Mm,
Was there a date and time on it when that happened too?
which one? The one that.
At the bus
Which
station.
one?
It's the same date that she went missing
Yeah, 2
Uh,
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And another reference from a musician who had overdosed on drugs and died a few years ago was his song lyrics, maybe 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah. Of course, Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix.
The Lee Stack, Jimi Hendrix.
That's just scary.
It really is. It shows him playing the guitar using the horn on top of his head.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna maybe not say that that's linked, although it could be.
Hey.
I mean, it's a song. I don't know.
Well, you did literally see Purple Haze on the illegal camera shots.
Yeah. When was this song written? Purple Haze.
Like 30, 40 years ago, I think.
Like this, just around the same time that the one that blew up everyone except for Thingy.
Odd that.
Can I do some research on Nils Carlson, the guy that died in the fire in the farm?
I don't think that there's any more to
okay.
find other than what you found in the article and stuff. I mean, you guys were reading. I'm sorry, was everybody done with all the articles?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
There you go.
Well, I think
I think it's time to head to Vegas.
Yeah. Definitely
Vegas.
some. Do we want to check the bus station first, or?
What,
or
here or in Vegas?
In Vegas.
Because I was going to say, you've been to one here. They don't know shit. Well, that mean going to Vegas, though. You have to go to
that's
Vegas.
what I was saying. Do we want to go there now? Or?
Plus 20 to singing. Oh. I'm still going to discard it. I do have a plus 15 skill. Does anyone have anything shit they want to trade it for? Because otherwise it's going bye-bye. No?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Just discard whatever.
Yeah.
So, if I understand correctly, you're wanting to drive. Who is the primary driver? I'm not so worried about the secondary
Shotgun.
driver.
Let me see. Let me see how I got him driving.
I know that Kinley is not fond of the demon cars.
Mm-hmm. That's why you old shotgun.
Yep. I know that the world is turned upside down if I ever see Alex like jumping behind the wheel and going, "Let's brawl."
And this isn't a regular kind of car, you said?
Oh, it's a ground car.
Can you drive cars?
I do have it, yeah.
Okay, you're driving then.
Okay.
Right. I'm just going to ask for one driving roll. This is versus like unexpected shit, shitty roads.
I'll get a map first. So we don't get lost. It's a big country.
In a big country, yes. You're navigator then? Because Alex is just sitting there with his arms
I'll
crossed.
hand him the map.
Shotgun.
No problem.
Be shotgun.
He gets stuck in the mud on one of the dirt roads and stuff.